The NLM is nothing but Newton's law of motion. So, uh, first we'll be starting with force. So, what is force? Uh, Force is a pull. When you pull, you exert a force towards yourself. When you push, you exert a force away from yourself. So this is known as force. Force is divided into two parts basically. First one is contact force, and the another one is non-contact uh, force. So, going further, we'll be learning about Newton's first law of motion. So, here it is Newton's first law. Newton's first law, the definition of Newton's first law is if the net force acting on a body is zero, it continues in its state of rest or in uniform motion in a straight line. So, mathematical equation of it is F external is equal to zero, then A is also zero. So, uh, when a body is at rest or moving with constant velocity, we can say that the body is in equilibrium. So, further, for Newton's second law, same thing. Definition is if a net external force acts on a body, the body accelerates in the direction of the net force. The net force is equal to the mass of the body multiplied by its acceleration. So, here, if F external is not equal to 0, then F is equal to ma. Here, F external is not equal to 0, whereas no, in Newton's first law, F external is equal to 0. So, further, Newton's third law, it is for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. The most important thing about it is force always acts in pair and on different bodies. So, every action has equal and opposite reaction. While going further, we'll be learning about FBD. FBD is a free body diagram. Free body diagram, what does free body diagram stands for? That shows all the forces applied on the body, not by the body. So I'll be drawing a simple diagram to explain this. Here, a block M over a surface, and we want to find we have to find FBD of block M. So here it is M, and at upward direction we'll be getting N, and at downward direction we'll be getting Mg. So what is N over here? N is nothing but normal reaction. Whenever a body is in contact with the surface, the surface exert a N force over it. Here the N force is normal force. So further, we will be learning about component divide. I'll be doing same. I'll be drawing a small diagram for it. Here's an inclined plane of angle theta, and I've placed a block M over here, and I have to component divided. So basically, here it is block, and at upward direction I'll be getting N. Here, it is perpendicular to the surface. That is, N is perpendicular to the surface. I'll be getting mg over here and mg cos theta over here, and mg sine theta over here. So this is component divide, and I've done with Newton's all the three laws of Newton's law. So further we'll be going with application of Newton's first law. Application of Newton's first law. So here F external is 0. We have learned it above, and a system is in equilibrium. So I'll be taking one example to find this. Here it is. Here's a block of 2 kg and a block of 5 kg. Tension between them is here it is T1 and T2 over here. So basically we'll be drawing FBD for each. So FBD of 5 kg block here. So I'll be getting T2 over here and 5g over here. 5 is mass and g is gravitation. And for FBD of 2, here it is T1 and 2G over here, and the force applied over here is 10 Newton. And Newton's second law. So application of Newton's second law. Uh, Here F external is not equal to 0. So F external is not equal to 0. And I'll be drawing a small diagram to explain it too. So here it's a block of 2 kgs kept over it. The force applied over it is 10 Newton, and we have to find acceleration over it. So basically, formula of acceleration is net force upon m. So net force is been given here, that is 10, and the mass is 2 kg, which is also given here, and acceleration is equal to 5 meter per second square. So we'll be getting acceleration is equal to 5 meter per second square. So further, uh, we'll be learning about in system we don't need to draw the FBD of each block. So we will consider basically I'll be drawing a diagram also. A block 2 kg kept over a big block of 5 kg, around 5 kg, and string it attached to it, and a block of 3 kg, and the force applied over here is 10 Newton. So tension is a internal force, so we'll just neglect it. And going further, uh, 2 plus 5 plus 3 and 10 is force, and we have made it as system, so we'll add all the forces, and acceleration is equal to 10 upon 10 is equal to 1 meter per second square. So we have find acceleration over here with the help of system. Now further, pulley system. Pulley system. I'll be uh, I'll be explaining with a diagram over here. So here it is. Here's a pulley, and mass m is attached to it, and mass m is attached to here. Here m is greater than m, and so I'll be drawing free body diagram for it. Free body diagram of m is equal to t, or t, that is t stands for tension. Acceleration in upward direction as m is greater than the small m. So and downward direction I'll be getting mg. So and the free body diagram of capital M is here. I'll be getting tension over upside, uh, and acceleration at the downwards, as here capital M is greater than smaller m, and mg over downwards. So here, concluding it and derivating it, we'll be getting A is equal to g m m m plus m. So here's this the formula of acceleration, and if we need to find tension over here, so 2 m and m plus m. So I'll be explaining it with uh, example. So this is a pulley with a block 2 kg over here, and a block of 5 kg over here. Here 5 kg block is greater than 2 kg block, so we need to find acceleration as well as tension in a string. So I'll be finding acceleration first. So here it is 5 minus 2 upon 5 plus 2 into 10. 10 is gravitation, so I'll be getting answer as 30 upon 7 meter per second square. And further we need to find tension 2. So tension is equal to 2 into 5 into 2 into 10, and 5 plus 2. So here it is it is answer will be 200 upon 7 Newton. So this is all for pulley system, and we have done with system and Newton's law. And further we'll be going ahead towards inclined plane. Inclined plane. Along the plane and perpendicular to the plane. So what we need to do is resolve the forces along this direction, and we have to solve it. So a block is released released on a smooth inclined plane, smooth inclined plane of inclination theta, and after how much time we need to find is after how much time it reaches to the bottom of the plane. So after how much time it will reach to. So here's a inclined plane of angle theta, and a block M is placed over here. So I'll just component factor it. So here it is. Uh, Here's an inclined plane of angle theta. M over here of Newton. Normal reaction up at the upper side, which is perpendicular to the surface, and mg over here, and mg cos theta over here. An angle between this is theta, and acceleration will be at this side as it is inclined towards this, and mg sine theta will be also in the same direction. So perpendicular to the plane, we'll be getting n mg cos theta is equal to 0, and further we'll be getting n mg cos theta. Along the plane, mg sine theta is equal to ma. Along the plane, we'll be getting mg sine theta is equal to ma. So here a is equal to g sine theta. So this is for inclined plane. Now further we'll be learning about Poulet tricks. Here Poulet tricks is only valid when all the velocities are in the same direction. So I'll be first explaining it. So here's Poulet, and V1 over here, VC over here, and V2 over here. So what we need to find is VC. So VC is equal to V1 plus V2 upon 2. As I told, it is valid only when all the velocities are in the same direction. So I'll be telling it with a diagram with the example now. So here it is a 4, V1 is equal to 4, and VC and 6. So we need to find VC, velocity of the pulley. So 4 plus 6 upon 2 is equal to 5 meter per second. So this is it for pulley tricks, which is valid only when all the velocities are in the same direction. So further we'll be moving ahead towards constraint motion part 1. Constraint motion part 1. So I'll be drawing a small diagram for it. So here it is. We'll be taking two pulleys. I'll just directly explain them. We'll be getting tension as the string tension T over all the string as string is same. A 2 kg block is attached to it, and a 5 kg block is attached to it. So if the pulley moves with A, then the string release will be of 2A. So this is conclusion of constant motion. So I'll be solving this now. uh, FBD of 2 kg block, uh, tension at the upper side 2g, as to mass is equal to 2g, and 2a as string releases, and 5 kg block is bit greater at greater weight than 2 kg block. So we'll be getting T is equal to 20 minus 2, sorry, 20 is equal to 2a, and it will be question 1. And for 5 kg block, 2t over here and 5g over here. So 50 minus 2t is equal to 5a. This is equation 2. Sorry, this 40 plus 20 is equal to equation 1. So further, by solving it, uh, 50 minus 8, 4a plus 2a is equal to 5a. 50 minus 80 minus 40 is equal to 50. So we'll be getting 10 over here is equal to 13 upon a. So a here is 10 upon 13 meter per second square. So, and the same thing about 2a we need to do is 20 upon 13 meter per second square. So this is for constant motion part 1. And further, we'll be learning about heavy rod or a string with mass. So here, uh, rod or string with mass. So I'll be drawing a small diagram for it. Here's a top or a roof, and a string or a rod which is owning its own mass, and a mass m is attached to it. So we have to find A. B will be in the center and C over here. So TA is equal to mg. TB is equal to m plus m upon 2 g. So, and TC will be m plus, sorry, here's m. I've forgot. The mass of rod will be m, and m plus m is equal to g. Here, basically, we'll be getting that TC is greater than TB, and TB is greater than TA. So again, further we'll be learning about Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem. If it works when if three concurrent coplanar forces are in equilibrium. So I'll be drawing a diagram for it. Here it is, and this in this way. So F1, F2, and F3. So angle between this is A, angle between this is B, and angle between this is C. While solving it, our conclusion will be getting that F1 is sine A is equal to F2 is sine B equal to F3 is sine C. This is Lami's theorem. Lami's theorem is applicable only for three forces. If forces are more than three, one can use component approach to solve the problems. So further, I'll be taking mass versus weight. Mass versus weight. So I'll be taking motion in an elevator. I'll be naming is that motion in an elevator. Motion in an elevator. So the weight of the body is the gravitational force that the earth exerts on the body. The weight of a body is the earth exerts on the body. So n minus mg is equal to 0, and n is equal to mg. So here's a diagram, free body diagram, m and n over here and mg over here. Here it is n. And first, the first problem for it is either elevator is at rest or moving with uniform velocity. So here it is a small diagram for it. It is an just guess this is as a elevator, and the mass m is kept over here, and acceleration is in upward direction, but here acceleration is equal to 0. So I'll be drawing a free body diagram for it. M Newton, sorry, normal reaction at upward side, and mg downward side, and a is equal to 0. So we'll be getting that n minus mg is equal to 0, n is equal to mg, and here there's no change in the weight of a mass or something else. So we'll be finding no change in the first case, and in the second case, further the elevator is moving upward with constant acceleration. So second, it is an elevator again, and m mass m is kept in it, and acceleration is in upward direction, that is elevator is going in upward direction. So I'll be drawing a free body diagram for it too. M Here normal reaction, here's acceleration in the upward direction, and mg uh, in the downward direction. Here's acceleration is going at upward. So n minus mg is equal to ma, n is equal to mg g plus a. So here weight of a mass will be increased as body as the elevator is going upward. And in the third case, the elevator is moving downward with constant acceleration. So here one will find that here a is smaller than g, that is gravitation. So I'll be drawing the diagram for it again. Here m, and a is moving downward, and a is smaller than gravitation. So free body diagram of it is m is mass, and normal reaction upward, mg at downwards, and acceleration here it is in downward. In the previous case we found that acceleration is in upward side. So mg minus n is equal to ma, n is equal to mg minus a. So will be one will find that here weight of a mass is he'll be finding that weight of a mass is decreasing as acceleration is in the downward direction. So further we'll be learning about spring. So what is spring? Spring is when a metallic wire is coiled, it becomes a spring. So here's a spring uh, of L, and it is a natural length of a spring, and when it is expanded while by applying forces, so this is L, and the expanded form is I'll be noting as X. So X is extension in the spring. In spring, if change in the length of spring is small, the force exerted by the spring is proportional to the change in length. The direction of the spring force is opposite to the change in the length. So F proportional to X, and F is equal to Ks, where K is a spring constant. Spring constant. I'll be telling it again. If a change in the length of spring is small, the force exerted by the spring is proportional to the change in length. The direction of the spring force is opposite to the change in the length. So spring is also there are two types of spring, two types in spring, that is combination of spring and uh, parallel combination of spring. So combination of spring is the spring are said to be in series when the force in each spring is same but change in length is different. So I'll be drawing a diagram to explain it. uh, so let three spring of force constant k1, k2, and k3 are connected to it. So here it is spring 1, k1, uh, spring 2, and spring 3, and here's a mass and mg in downward direction. So k1, k2, k3. Since springs are light, force in each spring is mg. So x1 is equal to mg upon k1, x2 is equal to mg upon k2, x3 is equal to mg upon k3. So total extension here it is, x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3, and mg is equal to k equilibrium is equal to mg upon k1 plus mg upon k2 plus mg upon k3. So 1 k equilibrium is equal to 1 k1 plus 1 k2 and plus 1 k3. So where k equilibrium is an equivalent spring constant. K equilibrium is a it is a parallel combination. The spring are said to be in parallel when change in length of each spring is same but forces are different. So I'll be drawing a diagram for it too. So here's a spring, here's also a spring, and here's mass. So this is k1, k2 and k3, and f1 over here, f2 over here, and f3 over here. The extension in each spring is same. So f1 is equal to k1x, f2 is equal to k2x, or and f3 is equal to k3x. So f is equal to f1 plus f2 plus f3. So k equilibrium x is equal to k1x plus k2x plus k3x. So k equilibrium is equal to k1 plus k2 plus k3. So that's for spring and parallel combination of spring. So further we'll be learning about constant motion part 2. Constant motion part 2. Constant motion part 2. So I'll be drawing a diagram to explain this. So first, uh, here it is, and it's a big block uh, M, and pulley is attached to it, and here's a string, and here's a block B. So uh, VB uh, VB is equal to V in this foot when this in this diagram when velocity is given to string, and velocity is given to string, and we'll be getting VB is equal to V. So going further, here's a big block, and string is attached to the wall, and here's a pulley and a block B again. So V I cap over here and J cap over here. So block is given velocity. Block is given velocity. So VB is equal to V I cap plus VJ cap. So VB is equal to root 2 V. And now third one, when spring and big block both spring and big block both has given velocities. So I'll be drawing a diagram for it. Here's a big block, a pulley, and string, and a block B. So V in downward direction V, and so we'll be getting by conclusion we'll be getting VB is equal to root 5 upon V. Sorry, root 5 upon V. So this is for constant motion part 2. So uh, that's it from my side. I have done with constant motion part 2 now. Hope I answered.